Dyson just released a new $500 vacuum, and here's the part nobody's talking about. It has the exact same suction as their $400 model. Same air watts, same motor power. So what are you actually paying that extra $100 for? Stick around, because the answer isn't what you'd expect, and it might change which one you end up buying. Hey, welcome to Sweep Gear. We dig through the research, the real owner experiences, and the fine print so you don't have to guess whether a vacuum is actually worth your money. Let's get into this one. If you've ever stopped in the middle of vacuuming to rip hair out of a brush roll with your bare hands, you already know exactly how annoying that is. It's not just gross, it slows you down, it can wear out the brush over time, and if you've got pets or long hair in the house, it happens constantly. This is the exact problem Dyson built the V10 Konical around, and it's the reason most people are even considering it in the first place. So here's what's new. The V10 Konical uses two rotating conical brush bars instead of a standard straight roller. Instead of hair wrapping around the middle and building up into a knot, the cone shape is designed to spiral that hair outward and feed it straight into the bin. In practice, that means fewer stops, less maintenance, and no more digging scissors out of a drawer just to keep vacuuming. Early owners with multiple cats, long hair, or both are reporting exactly what you'd hope for here. Hair going into the bin instead of wrapping around the brush. Now, about that runtime number Dyson advertises, you'll see up to 60 minutes everywhere. And that's technically true, but there's a catch a lot of buyers miss. That figure only applies in the lowest power mode, in handheld configuration, without the motorized floor head attached. Once you're vacuuming your living room with the full-size head on a normal or higher setting, expect noticeably less. This isn't unique to this model. It's something every vacuum in this lineup does, but it's worth knowing before you buy, not after. Here's where the battery actually gets interesting though. This is one of the first vacuums in this price range from Dyson to use a battery you can pop out and swap. If you've got a bigger home and you're worried about running out of charge halfway through, you can keep a spare battery charged and just click in a fresh one. That's a meaningful upgrade because older models in this lineup have had a reputation for batteries that are sealed in and slowly degrade with no easy fix. One quick note from early feedback. Out of the reviews we looked at, one person reported their unit only holding about 20 minutes of charge after a full day of charging. That stood out against nearly 30 other reviews describing completely normal runtime, so it reads more like a single defective unit than a real pattern. Still, if you buy one and notice something similar, that's exactly what a warranty exchange is for. Let's talk about what it's actually like to hold and use this thing. At 6 pounds, it's genuinely light, and several owners specifically mentioned how easy it is to carry up and down stairs or use one-handed on furniture. One reviewer with back problems said it became her dedicated upstairs vacuum for exactly that reason. That said, the experience wasn't perfectly smooth for everyone. One longtime owner mentioned it felt a little top-heavy in handheld mode, which made it want to tip forward. So while lightweight is clearly the dominant experience, balance in handheld use might vary a bit depending on your grip. Now here's a feature that's easy to overlook, but surprisingly useful day to day. This model has a laser light built into the cleaner head that shines across hard floors and lights up dust you can't normally see. Multiple people described the same reaction, vacuuming a floor that looked completely clean, switching on the laser, and being shocked at how much dust was actually still there. It's a small addition, but it changes how thorough you feel your cleaning actually is, especially on hardwood or tile. If you or anyone in your house deals with allergies, this is worth knowing too. The V10 Konical uses a fully sealed 5-stage HEPA filtration system, and both the pre-filter and post-filter are washable, which helps keep long-term maintenance costs down compared to vacuums that rely on disposable filters you have to keep replacing. If you're already weighing this against other options, I've left the current pricing and links down in the description so you can compare it side by side while we keep going. Let's get to the part most of you actually came here for. Is that extra $100 over the V8 Cyclone worth it? Remember, the suction is identical between these two models. What you're really paying for with the Conical is the anti-tangle brush design, the laser dust light, a bigger dustbin, and compatibility with Dyson's new self-emptying Dok. If none of that matters much to you, say you don't have pets, nobody in the house has long hair, and you're mostly cleaning hard floors and low-pile carpet, the V8 Cyclone gets you the same cleaning power for less money. But if hair tangling has been a real recurring headache in your house, the Conical is solving a problem the cheaper model simply doesn't touch. Speaking of that self-emptying Dok, Dyson calls it the Auto-empty Dok, and it's a genuinely clever idea. It empties the bin automatically after every clean, seals the dust away, charges the vacuum, and stores your tools, all without you touching a speck of dust. But here's the catch. It's sold separately, it doesn't come with the vacuum, and at the time of this video, it was still rolling out and wasn't fully available everywhere in the US yet. So if you're picturing a fully hands-free setup right out of the box, that's not quite the reality today. If that matters to you, it might be worth waiting before you buy. If you're comparing this against other brands entirely, it's worth knowing that value-focused options from brands like Shark and Konical often include a self-emptying dock standard at a similar or even lower price point. Broader evaluations of cordless vacuums have consistently found these brands deliver excellent everyday performance for the money. Dyson still tends to win on raw suction and build reputation, but if you're mainly chasing value and convenience straight out of the box, those brands are worth cross-shopping. One more honest thing I want to flag, this vacuum only just hit the market. It hasn't been around long enough for anyone to have real long-term data on how the motor holds up, how the brush wears after months of daily use, or how the battery performs after a year of charging cycles. The 2-year warranty on parts and labor is standard for this tier, but if long-term durability is your biggest concern, nobody can honestly confirm that yet, including us. We'd rather tell you that plainly than pretend we know something we don't. So who should actually buy this? If you've got pets, long hair in the house, or you're just tired of stopping to untangle a brush roll, this is a strong pick. And the swappable battery and washable filters make it a smart long-term value. On top of that, if you're on a tighter budget and don't have a hair tangling problem, save the $100 and go with the V8 Cyclone instead. And if hands-free, fully automated emptying is the feature you care about most, it's probably worth holding off until the Auto-empty Dok is more widely available or looking at a competitor that already includes one. This isn't a vacuum that reinvents suction power. It reinvents the parts of vacuuming that actually annoy people day to day. The tangling, the mist dust, the battery dying mid-clean. Whether that's worth the price tag really comes down to which of those problems you're dealing with at home. If this helped you figure out which model actually makes sense for your house, hit that like button and subscribe to Sweep Gear if you want more honest, no-nonsense breakdowns like this one before you spend your money. And I'd love to know, are you torn between the V10 Konical and the V8 Cyclone, or has brush tangling been driving you crazy with your current vacuum? Drop it in the comments. I read every one.